Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we are all aware that Azimio la Umoja is disputing the result, the presidential result, and they are preparing to present their case at the Supreme Court. And that's why you cannot see someone like James Orengo here and there. Of course, Otienda Amolo. These are some of the good lawyers that helped to prosecute the NASA case in 2017, and of course they successfully won that petition where Maraga finally nullified the presidential election and called for a rerun. If you try to compare the Azimio lawyers, because Raila is going to use mainly the same people who prosecuted his case in the court. Ruto, it's like it's going to depend on the lawyers who are defending the Jubilee Party, when they were President Uhuru Kenyatta, to defend him in court. And we understand very well how they failed totally in that case. There were simple questions the judges were asking, and these lawyers could not manage to convince the court by just answering these questions. So we are going to wait and see the Supreme Court battle, and of course we'll also be enjoying watching this as we wait to see the real winner, the court to give the truth, to tell Kenyans the truth, what exactly happened during the election day. Because watu wanataka tu ukweli, si mambo mengine. Wacha kama Raila alishinda, apewe nafasi yake aongoze. Kama hakushindwa basi watuambie Ruto alishinda namna gani na pia wamruhusu aongoze. As simple as that. In as much this is going on, I'm sensing some fear from the people who are supporting Kenya Kwanza side. In fact, the keyboard warriors, they are trying to show out some signs of fear. And we are wondering, because when someone comes out to say that the Supreme Court should not announce the winner of election in the disputed case, in case they realize that it is Raila who won this election. And the reason behind this, they are saying that the country can go into chaos. Sasa vile wali announce Ruto, watu walienda kwa kupigana, ama Ruto kwani tu yeye peke yake asipopewa ndio watu watapigana? That's the question. So this is what I wanted to check on what Miguna said, because it's among the people who have been outside here trying to give their views, and we know which side is supporting. This is what Miguna said. The Supreme Court will not, must not, and cannot declare hiyo ingine, anaitanga Raila vibaya, Railaodinga president-elect. That's the work of Wafula Chebukati. The Supreme Court can only nullify the election and order a rerun, sorry for that, or dismiss the petition. Anything else will cause chaos. Listen to that. Anything else will cause chaos. Sasa amefanya CC International Criminal Court. So, the real issue here is causing chaos. That's the question Kenyans are asking. How comes when you announce the rightful winner, it becomes chaotic, but when you give it to someone who has just stolen someone else's victory, it is just okay, well and good? That is the question Kenyans are asking Miguna. Because now you have to compare what Miguna is saying to the Constitution of Kenya. And what does the Constitution say? Section 84 of the Election Act inasema namna gani? An election court may by order direct the commission to issue a certificate of election to a president, a member of parliament, or a member of county assembly if A, upon recount of the ballot cast, the winner is apparently, and B, that winner is found not to have committed an election offense. Look at that. That's the Constitution. So the Supreme Court may by order direct the IBC to issue a certificate of election to Raila Amolo Odinga. Upon recount of the ballot cast, the winner is apparent, and B, the winner is found not to have committed an election offense. That is the Election Act. Something that Miguna is disputing, and he just wants to fix his own things to make sure that it is working in the interest of his person that is supporting his ally William Samoei Ruto. And this is the argument that has been in the street here. So what Kenyans should know is that it is not the Supreme Court that is going to announce the winner of this election. In case the Azimio side are going to present their prayers to have the presidential ballot boxes recounted, then they discover that it is Raila Odinga who has won this election. What will happen is that the Supreme Court will order Chebukati. The Supreme Court will not announce. The way Miguna want to just play with the mind of Kenyans as if it is the Supreme Court that will announce the next president. No, it will not announce. The Supreme Court will order Chebukati to announce the winner of that election and declare and hand over the certificate to the rightful winner. That is the Election Act. And because many people have believed that Raila Odinga has been robbed severally, I think this is one of the Solomonic wisdom that the Supreme Court might just need at this time. That is the only way to go, in my own view. After counting, in case that will be the case, Azimio will present, let the court order Chebukati and the IBC to announce the rightful winner. Because in this country we are facing problem. Hakuna hata pesa, bidhaa, bei ya vitu zimeenda juu sana. Life has become so much expensive to afford. So what to do is simple. In case of going to another election process, campaign here and there, and then you end up to the ballot and maybe having the same people doing what they did last, it will be bad. Hiyo ni kama kudanganya mtu nyama ikiwa kwa mdomo. So it's better they just announce the winner na tumalizie mambo hapo. I don't see anyone who will go to the street after the court has made Kenyans to understand that so and so won the election, beyond any reasonable doubt. Because again, if you call for another election, remember President Uhuru Kenyatta cannot appoint anyone. So in as much Kenyans will say Chebukati must go, where will he go and who will preside over this? Ama tupewe wanajeshi wasimamie hii kura, na itakuwa namna gani? Sababu sasa hiyo inamaanisha hutaenda kwa koti, hii itakuwa ni mambo tu sasa ya jeshi. We don't want to go to that direction. This is a sense of panic and fear from those people who are supporting William Samoei Ruto, and there could be something why they are fearing this. Because if they are sure that William Samoei Ruto won this election in a free, fair manner, beyond any reasonable doubt, then why should you doubt what is going to be counted at the Supreme Court? Why should you insinuate that people will get out into chaos in case they announce another person as the winner of this election who might not be William Samoei Ruto? What are you telling Kenyans? That is a sign of panic. So it can tell you that what people have been sharing, and I have received so many clips and a lot of evidences I'm also getting on my WhatsApp number on how rigging happened, massive rigging. You know, how ballot boxes were brought in at IBC, Bomas of Kenya, which you cannot account for. Some polling stations that don't exist, that delivered votes to the Kenya Kwanza side. There are so many things you can cite from there. So, if you read Miguna post, you are going to learn that there are a lot of fear of unknown. That points one thing, that there is something Miguna is telling Kenyans, that Kenya Kwanza did not play properly. They have used shortcut to get to power. And if the scrutiny that result then we can get the rightful winner. It can only be either, maybe two ways then. It's either William Samoei Ruto did not win, or it's either no one got 50 plus 1% in this election. As simple as that. So if it will turn out that no one got 50 plus 1%, so be it, go back to election. But if someone else won, so be it, announce them and let us move on. Because I don't see any Kenyan who will get out to fight just because the Supreme Court has made a ruling. I'm saying this because remember in 2017, we had a sitting president where the Supreme Court ruled against, but no one got to chaos. The people respected the ruling of the Supreme Court. Everyone celebrated this. So the same way Kenya celebrated in 2017 Maraga ruling should be the same way they're going to celebrate the 2022 Martha Koome ruling, so that the rightful person can get their share. Hii ingine yote tu ni PR na ni fear of so many things that we are being told here. Because as a Kenya Kwanza should be comfortable with either side of the Supreme Court, not just to push people in a corner and expect the Supreme Court just to rule in one side. They can make a decision in either way, depending on the prayers that Azimio will present to the court. Maybe Azimio prayers will not be to nullify election, but to count votes and announce the winner. So, fear, anger, and wailing in Kenya Kwanza is real. And they have a reason why they should fear. And this can explain why William Samoei Ruto is rushing to convince, hoodwink, and entice some of the independent candidates, some of the small political parties to join the Kenya Kwanza side, because they can maybe go back to election, or just to tell the Supreme Court, I have numbers here, everyone is moving towards me. You know, he's trying to play politics ahead of the Supreme Court case so that he will show that he has more people on his side. But I don't think if the Supreme Court is going to blink an eye toward that direction, because now it is not time for politics. It is time to present the reality in the court. That's my view. I don't know what to think about this, but let us meet in the comment section to have a continuation of the conversation. See you in our next video.